Governor Wike is saying all of this and trying to be a saint now because he's not in good terms with Amechi. He said the last administration losing pillowcases. Governor Wike was invariably referring to himself. You know why? Please, can you let me ask Governor Wike, wasn't he a chief of staff to Amechi?
So they do not have basis to come to Abuja and sit and say there is removing a national chairman who was elected via a convention. Okay. And so for us, it's concluded, and I think Papa can go to sleep in shame.
Good day, welcome to your most preferred YouTube channel, Nation Voice Tower. My name is Angelo. With the updates today, I hope our viewers will really enjoy these updates because I've got lots of politically packed content for you to really listen to and watch. Okay, this is for your analysis purposes and for you to get full-fledged information on the occurrences in the polity and the issues pertaining to the democratic system in the country as we look forward to the build-up to the swearing-in ceremony of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Monday, being the 29th day of May 2023. First of all, in the build-up to the exit of Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, he has as well been castigated by Arise News presenter Oseni Rufai over the issue of outgoing governors and public officers looting government facilities in reference to just heard Wike's accusation of his former boss Amechi and predecessor too, allegedly looting facilities from the government house of Rivers State at the time of his exit from office. Wike recalled this during one of his previous last interviews a few moments ago. So it was actually crystal clear that Wike was actually pouring allegations on his predecessor Rotimi Amechi, stating that Rotimi Amechi allegedly stole off or looted lots of facilities from the government house. So listen to Oseni Rufai while he castigated Wike, and of course Oseni was of the opinion that Wike wasn't supposed to do so. So listen to Oseni Rufai.
Governor Wike is saying all of this and trying to be a saint now because he's not in good terms with Amechi. He said the last administration losing pillowcases. Governor Wike was invariably referring to himself. You know why? Please, can you let me ask Governor Wike, wasn't he a chief of staff to Amechi? Didn't he partake in that administration that said was looting pillowcases? So you see, when people want to attack other people, they end up forgetting that they are so embedded with the other person that they attack themselves. This is also the same Governor Wike. You know, property in Rivers State, bulldozing them, taking them over and things like that. A lot of people, there have been a lot of court injunctions as regards him not even going ahead to build on lands of cases that are still disputed in courts. But because he wants to smear Governor Amechi, he has forgotten now that he also served in the same government that they said that when they were going, they looted pillowcases and everything. The question we should ask is, wasn't he chief of staff to Governor Amechi at a point? And that's the question we should ask ourselves. And Nigerian politicians should watch it. Because you see, they think they are on top now. Before you know it, Fubara will come in, Fubara will become governor. Hope Governor Wike will not complain when Fubara too starts to assert dominance and say, I will not take this governor. Because you see, down the line, we've seen it. They will still fight, like politicians do. I'm not saying Governor Wike and Fubara will fight too. Fubara might be loyal to the governor. But it will get to a stage where the governor will want to assert itself. Hope he will not complain. Because you see, this game of politics, we forget that there's an end to it when we play it. But it is not also good for government officials to cut away government property when they are leaving. A lot of them do it too much. You remember the case of Oshun? How chairs and things even had to be returned. We should also tell government officials as they are leaving, government property is not your property. Things, you know, it's so bad, things as pot and pan and plates, even spoon, people take out of government property. Absolutely. For their own benefit. We should disabuse that. Once you finish with your tenure, leave everything there and go. Don't loot.
Welcome back. That was Oseni Rufai talking about Governor Nyesom Wike's allegation on his former boss, Rotimi Amechi. Well, there is only one adage I have for Wike: never beat the finger that fed you. Okay, yes, or never bite the finger that fed you. Okay, because that's just how it is. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, so you were a former chieftain under Rotimi Amechi's government. Wike was the chief of staff, and all of a sudden you're backbiting your boss. Even if these things were true, I believe Wike should follow the right channels and not really doing the castigations or pouring the allegations publicly like the way he did. Well, Wike is an outspoken governor and he fears no one, according to him. So I will see the aftermath of Wike's days in office. Let's see what it holds for him and for Nigerians. Of course, he has stated in the final interview that Port Harcourt is the best place for him to stay. So Wike will remain in Port Harcourt, and we'll see how Sim Fubara would pay allegiance to him over time. Yes, I have something different now. Former governor of Edo State and former APC national chairman Adams Oshiomhole, while in a conference or in a just concluded inauguration occasion of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, justified the transfer of power from Muhammadu Buhari to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in a speech while the present incoming governor of Edo State was also present, and then where Kashim Shettima, the vice president-elect, was present. Asiwaju was also present, and then President Muhammadu Buhari was present. Notable dignitaries that were present were the former president of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, who gave a speech, and in reference to that speech, Oshiomhole really made statements, and in this statement, one particular statement or one particular sentence caught my attention, so I thought it wise to share it with our lovely viewers at Nation's Voice Tower. Okay, now he said that the inauguration ceremony of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is at the corner. Yes, and in reference to that, he stated that the incoming government will and might benefit Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate, and Atiku Abubakar, that of the PDP. Okay, that was the statement made by Oshiomhole. He said after Asiwaju is sworn in, that Obi and Abubakar Atiku will see that they will begin to patronize and they will begin to spend less of money on things of life importance like light, water, infrastructure, and so on. So he is thereby co-opting these two into his own government or into the APC government. He is thereby trying to admonish these two especially to please shit their swords and allow sleeping dogs lie while Asiwaju ascends the throne on Monday. Okay, let us see and listen to Adams Oshiomhole why he made this statement at the just concluded inauguration ceremony of Asiwaju and Shettima.
In every contest, what person will win? What should have more than one candidate? And people must learn to appreciate. In fact, I used to argue, and this is not coming from his lecture, that where democracy works for all, there can be no losers. Because if the country becomes much more prosperous, people feeling much more secured, we spend less on power. Both Obi and Atiku, we witness improvement in their quality of life. They will spend less on power. They will have more security. They wouldn't need to have police posts around them. So everybody will benefit from good governance. I think for me, my takeaway is there is hardly anything people say that I've not heard at one forum or the other. The challenge always is, after the event, how much do we internalize? And what do we then resolve consciously to begin to do differently, to reflect those things that we have learned? You know, I think that really is the challenge. And I have the confidence that, you know, Nigeria haven't elected someone who can be said to have prepared himself for power. Not those who have always said, my people's call on me. You know, I was reluctant. I bowed to pressure. Now we have a president who said, I want power. So I assume and I believe that means he had prepared himself for it, and I can't wait to see him delivering that agenda that is captured under renewed hope. And have always said, for people like me, I can only be a Nigerian. There's no running away from Nigeria. There's no sitting on the fence. This country has to work. We are like a sleeping elephant. And when it gets up, you can't stop it from dominating the forest. So Nigeria will get up. It will play its leadership role not only in Africa, but in the world.
All right, Adams Oshiomhole there. He always sees things the way they are, and he has been known to be fearless over time, although he has his own issues and he has his own setbacks as a human being and as a Nigerian politician. But as for that statement, I don't know how that statement will come into existence, because I don't see the Labour Party and their candidate Peter Obi, or the PDP and their candidate Atiku Abubakar backing off from the ongoing tribunal. Okay, so if his statement there had the notion or the intention of telling these two to shit their swords as regards the ongoing petition at the Court of Appeal, I will tell you what, that he has failed in that aspect, because these two would rather not shit their swords as regards the petition. They would rather go to all lengths to see that they fight and reclaim the alleged stolen mandate. Now, on Divinely Now, one Prophet B. Collins from Cameroon, Yaoundé to be precise, a Christian cleric and also a chief pastor, has prophesied concerning the swearing-in ceremony of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashim Shettima, his vice president. And now the aftermath and the occurrences surrounding the swearing-in ceremony were reiterated by this pastor, and these aftermaths were so dangerous. Now the man of God told his congregation about the plan of God for Nigeria and how Nigeria looks to evade a visionary pending civil war. This has got me having goosebumps all over my skin, because this particular prophetic declaration has not been given before in a long while. So I'll allow you listen to this Prophet B. Collins, why he explains what he really meant by the civil war and the aftermath, the catastrophic aftermath of the swearing-in ceremony of Asiwaju.
Nigerians should pray. The elders in the spirit are crying over Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria is few days after the swearing in of the president. Yes, many believe, expecting that the president should not be sworn in. President-elect rather of Nigeria. But Nigerians should know this: the danger is after the swearing in. Please, even as we pray for our nation Cameroon here, this is a prophet giving this prophecy to Nigeria. I've given many prophecies concerning Nigeria. Nigerians should pray. The problem is not the swearing in. The problem is the days after, few days after the swearing in. The swearing in, I'm seeing everything pass smooth because of military control, everywhere armed. But days after, someone say days after. Let's pray against civil war in Nigeria. A point where two presidents will be in the same country.
Well, he's a pastor. We have lots of pastors. We have lots of prophets, lots of preachers, lots of clerics that drop prophetic declarations on Nigeria, the polity, the inauguration, the election, and so on. So as time goes by, we will continue to watch, because when prophecies come, you pray and you watch. So we'll continue to watch and see which of the prophecies come true, and which of them can be abated or averted, and which of them can be embraced with a good heart and sort of prayers, and which of them could actually be prayed for or be prayed against. That is my own take on that. Now, finally, for those of our viewers that have been asking me over time and sending me direct messages on who the legitimate Labour chairman is over time, and for a sort of clarification purposes, a court sitting in Edo State has finally confirmed the chairmanship and authenticity of Barrister Julius Abure of the Labour Party, and that hereby rendered Lamidi Akpapa's faction of the Labour Party non-functional and inactive. Okay, now counsel to Abure after the court session explained what the court ruled, and then the understanding of what the court ruled and how it tends to affect the Labour Party and the ongoing polity. Okay, that answers the question of on who is really the legitimate Labour Party national chairman. Because in a long while we've not heard from Abayomi Arabambi, we've not heard from Lamidi Bashiru Akpapa, we've not heard from Anselm Meragbe and the other members of his Akpapa's faction of the Labour Party. That means justice has really been served. Okay, so as a proof of the justice that was served, I will allow you to watch this clip after the court proceedings in Edo State, so you understand and know that Barrister Julius Abure is the authentic, legitimate, and constitutionally legitimate chairman of the Labour Party. Watch this.
The Labour Party World Executive in Ward 3, Nuromi, don't have the power to remove the national chairman. The national chairman can only be removed in a national convention by 2/3 of his delegates. And he has also ordered that the notice issued to the national chairman of his purported suspension is void, and any decision, any action or inaction taken upon that notice fall on the background. That's the decision of court.
Of course, okay.
And he has clearly restated that the claimant who went to court is the national chairman, challenging the power of the World Executive to remove him. And by the LP Labour Party Constitution, Section 13(1), Section 17(1), Section 19(1), very clear that it's only the National Convention that can remove the national chairman by 2/3 majority of his members. And specifically, it must be in the convention notice as per the remover before it can be valid. It's clear. It's different from other parties' constitution. So whatever that happened in other party was based on their own constitution. As far as Labour Party is concerned, they to be removed, you must call for a national convention for the national chairman only.
Chairman, sir.
Well, today we have vindicated. The judge has spoken. And at the beginning of time, we told the people of this country that Apapa and his cohorts, we go to nothing, because Apapa to me is a tragic power seeker, and that is what he demonstrated. But today it has been brought to an end that what we predicted in his action has come to pass. It's clear, the constitution is not ambiguous. The only way the chairman can be removed is by taking him to the convention, and taking him to the convention, the agenda shall be his removal. And if that is not the case, you cannot sit anywhere to say a chairman is suspended or removed. And by the way, who are these ragtag that went to Abuja to make that pronouncement? Even if it were in our constitution that people from that locality can do so. No, what I'm trying to say is that those who even come at all are not even from his locality. That's what I'm assuming. It was a way to go. They were not even from his own ward. Okay. These are persons who came from a donut extraction pig from Igara and the rest places. So they do not have basis to come to Abuja and sit and say there is removing a national chairman who was elected via a convention. Okay. And so for us, it's concluded, and I think Apapa can go to sleep in shame.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, yes, that has no less of analysis, neither does it have more of explanations, because that was the form of affirmation for our viewers, especially those who have been sending direct messages and posting comments in the comment sections to know about the authentic chairman of the Labour Party. So that is resolved. I believe the factionalism in the Labour Party should have been over by now. In the absence of any other thing, I would urge you, our lovely viewers, to please don't forget to tap the notification bell so you could get updates from us anytime we drop new content. And then if you're an incoming subscriber, always tap the subscribe button so you could be one of our community members. And then don't forget to share this video to people around you, and in Nigeria and in diaspora. Please watch till the end, like, and then drop a comment for us in the comment section. Thanks, and see you next in my next video.